Hey, this is Cassandra. This is day 4, and I finally had some time to sit down and think about my goals and put together kind of my 5 top goals of what I'm hoping to get out of my gastric sleeve surgery. So I'm going to go through them so I can kind of look back in a year from now and say, have I met my goals, and am I still on track, and are these things still really important to me? So let's start off with my first goal. My first goal is basically to live. I want to live a long and healthy life. I think at 332 pounds, amazingly, I haven't developed anything that people normally do with morbid obesity. I don't have high blood pressure or high cholesterol or diabetes or anything really. And until I tore my ACL back in 2012, I even was quite active. But I can't imagine that this is going to last any longer. I feel like I'm a ticking time bomb. So my number one goal is that I want to live. My grandfather just passed away last fall at 87. His brother passed away last year at 93, and their mom passed away at I think like 103. So good genetics last in our family, and I don't want to be the only, like, the cause of my demise. Um, I think the second biggest thing isn't weight; it's a non-scale goals. So these are things like I want to be able to keep up with my fiance. He likes to hike, and he likes to go do outdoor things, and I want to be able to say, yeah, no, totally, I'm gonna go hike the Chief this weekend, or do the grouse grind, or yeah, we can do stand-up paddleboarding. At this weight, I totally can't, and I feel like I have to sit out a lot of things. We had a sports day this summer, and I was the referee and kind of the timekeeper and everything, and I kept the games running. But the reason was because I'm too fat and out of shape to participate, so I purposely planned that so I didn't have to do it. And I don't want to do that. I want to participate in things. I think the other thing is I want to feel a sense of confidence that's really been lacking since I've torn my ACL. Um, I want to be able to jump out of a plane. I want to paraglide. I want to kite surf. I want to be able to do these active, adventurous things. I love to take risks, and I love to try new things, and I've had a sense of being a lot more timid the last couple of years, and it's because of my weight, and I want that to stop. The other thing is I want to shop in normal stores. Oh my god, I'm so sick of plus size stores and shitty clothes and um, ugly patterns. I've been in New York twice now in the last couple of years, and Macy's is what's on the rack for me. And I'm tired of that. I don't want to be limited. I love fashion, and although I think I present myself well, and my friends are like, oh, where'd you buy that? I'm like, oh, just in America. Because I don't want to be like, oh, I bought it at Lane Bryant. You can't shop there because you're a size 2. Um, and I want to stop wearing shapewear. I am the queen of it. I own everything. You want to talk about double spanking? I know all the tips and tricks. So there's nothing like being in the dead of summer and wearing your underwear Spanx, and then wearing your leg Spanx, and then your tights to keep all the jiggly bits in place, and sweating your ass off, and everyone wondering why, because you don't want to have your jiggly bits move every time you walk. So I think those are kind of the biggest non-scale goals that I want to be able to reach, kind of a year from now. Now, the third one is still not weight, which is crazy, but I want to indulge my vanity. I have a best friend, and he's from the prairies, and he says vanity and sanity, and I want to indulge it. I want to look good naked. I want to feel comfortable in my clothes. I want to envy my body at 80. I want to be like, oh, I was so good looking back then. And now I'm wrinkly and old and jiggly. But then I look good. And have pictures of that. I have this friend, and she's gorgeous, and she looks like she's 18, although she's in her very early 30s, and she has this like 5 foot pin-up picture of her in her kitchen, and she's like in her lingerie, and I'm just like, damn, like I wanna look that good, and I wanna be that proud of my body. So yeah, I want to indulge my vanity and maybe possibly reach a thigh gap. I know that may be not in the cards for me, but I'm going to put it out there that maybe a thigh gap is on the list. Now for the weight goal. So this is number 4 if we're counting. So the first is to live. Second is my non-scale goals. Third is to indulge my vanity. And the fourth is to lose 180 pounds, which is a whole other plus size person. That's not like a whole other person, that's a whole other plus size person. That's crazy amount of weight. I watch so many YouTube videos, I don't want to think about what's going to happen to my skin. But that's that. And then the fifth is to find the me in all of this. I've always had this identity that I was like the ha-ha, silly, funny one in my group of girls in high school, and kind of like, I don't know, the jokester everyone laughed with, and was kind of quirky. And then in university, I was very like career driven and ambitious and confident, but I was too busy to care about like such frivolous things as external beauty and weight. And now I'm taking a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of mental capacity to look at something that I never valued before, which was weight and physical appearance and meals and myself. And so I think number 5, I'm going to have to put a lot of time into thinking about, but I think that one's going to be the hardest, and I think there'll be more on that. But these are my 5 goals, and we'll see where we are in a year from now. I'm excited. It's going to be good. This is kind of, it's going to be a big change, and it's going to suck a lot. I'm really, really, really hungry all the time right now, but I think that will pass in 2 weeks. We'll say 2 weeks from now, I think it'll pass. But there's so many people out there who are blogging their experiences, and I just want to contribute mine. So bye for now, and I'll give an update soon.